What's up, everybody? It's your BOY, Dennis Brown. This story is about Daniel Irving, an 18-year-old black male who drowned April 17th in Lake Ray Hubbard. Lake Ray Hubbard is 17 to 18 miles outside of Dallas. He was with his friend Daniel Roper and un, another person that was underage. On April 17th, when he drowned, Daniel Roper took his clothes, threw them in the tree line, and his phone, threw it on the side of the road. They deleted all messages that he had to Daniel Irvin. This is Lucas Roper. Lucas Roper say he did not want to get in trouble. That's why he did that. That's why he deleted the messages and threw out his clothes. You know, Daniel Irvin was on the swim team, ready to join the army. Was a young black teen who had his life ahead of him. And on that day, April 17th, he jumped off the railroad bridge into Lake Ray Hubbard and drowned. And the two people who seen him drown didn't alert authorities, didn't alert nobody. They just threw away his clothes and his phone and was like, F it, whatever. But the authorities figured out what happened and they charged Roper with tampering with evidence and whatnot. You know, they charged him with murder. They said Daniel Irvin just drowned. Now, me living outside of Dallas, living in Dallas, I know Lake Ray Hubbard have trees and stuff growing out of it, and you can't jump in there and hit a tree. You know, but that don't mean if I hit something and I'm finna drown or drowning, that you don't alert my family or alert the authorities onto what's going on. You just throw my stuff away and like act like it didn't happen. That's wild. Like, Robert, you wrong for that. Real wrong for that. He supposed to be your friend, your partner. You're supposed to be out there fishing and swimming. But when the going got tough, you just got going. You threw his clothes out, threw his phone away, deleted all the messages that y'all had together. Like, you didn't even know, dude. You know, that's wrong. People need to figure out their friends and who they out there dealing with, especially you youngsters out there. You know, because when the going get tough, the tough gonna get going, act like they didn't even know you, for real. But I'm praying for Daniel Irvin and his family. They want answers. They want to know how he drowned, why he drowned. They don't have no clue of what happened. You know, but his friend Roper know what happened, and he needs to speak up and let people know what happened to Daniel Irvin. You know, just a young black man, 18-year-old, just dead. Out to have a good time that day, fishing and swimming. Now he's gone. His mama, his sister, everybody hurt because of the circumstances of what happened. You know, their family member is gone. You know, I don't care about you. Don't want to get in trouble. You don't want nobody. You don't want to get in trouble with authorities. That's why you did what you did. You were scared. Well, maybe you was scared. You know, maybe you didn't want to get in trouble. That's a good reason why you throw away his stuff. I ain't gonna lie. You know, when things hit the fan, you do crazy stuff. And when you're a young teen and don't know what's going on, you might throw away things. You might delete some messages and act like you don't know, dude. You know, but if you do that, that's wrong. And if authorities find out, you will be charged with getting rid of evidence. They will charge you. Even if you didn't murder him, you got rid of evidence. And you should just report the death the day it happened, and wouldn't nothing be going on with you. Would nobody be looking at you crazy? It wouldn't have been nothing but a guy who drowned, you know. But now that you want to conceal yourself from any of the of anything that happened, now you will get charged with different things, for real. I don't think you did nothing. I think he just jumped into the lake. He might have hit his head on something, or might have his clothes got caught up on something down there and didn't come up. Them type of things do happen. And Lake Hubbard is full of trees. It's a reservoir that has been filled. It's a big old lake, a big old reservoir. It serves the Dallas community, the Raleigh community, and people do die there. I ain't gonna lie, people die all the time. I won't say all the time, but you can't get killed at that lake. If you don't know how to swim or you don't know what you're doing, you can die. And you jumping off bridges, railroad bridges to the lake. If you don't know what's down there, don't jump off of it. Save yourself. Don't just jump off into the water thinking oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Something can happen to you. But Daniel Irvin, like I said, I'm praying for your family. I'm praying for you. And it's a dire situation. I'm sorry that you're dead. Family, I'm sorry that you're hurting. Things happen and people do die all the time for nothing. They ain't trying to die, but people die. They die all the time. Jumping off a bridge, you can die. But this is BOY, Dennis Brown. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Share it if that's what you want to do. But people die every day. It's sad, but it's true. People die all the time for nothing. And at this point in time, I'm thinking he died for nothing. Just for trying to have a good time, jumping into the lake. But like I said, it should be BOY Dennis Brown, and I'm out of here.